The status of the facilities is quite rundown. We have um, discovered that
A voice for nation building, legacy makers, people's aspirations and people's responsibilities to create a better future, done in honor of the heroes.
An interesting journey we're going to talk about, and I'm with Jeremiah Gihanes from the Namatanai Nudahat Association Incorporated, and their journey is towards rehabilitating the Namatanai Children's Ward. But Jeremiah, I'll get you to talk more about this project that you've started, embarked on, and we all hope that you would reach the target objective towards the road that you're taking towards the rehabilitation.
Yes, thank you so much, Tokas, as well, and thank you for having me as well on my podcast. The journey so far has been quite tough. Namatanai Nudahat Association is, well, the name itself, Nudahat means ours. So it's a move towards a collective move towards addressing issues. And of course, making everybody feel as the issues are theirs and that they should obviously be part of it. So, in addressing it. Namatanai Nudahat Association has embarked on the rehabilitation of the children's ward in Namatanai. We have lined up a few of our fundraising activities as well in relation to addressing or generating funds to rehabilitate the ward itself.
What is the current state at this moment for with the children's ward?
Yes. Okay. So we had the association itself has been in close consultation with the New Ireland Provincial Health Authority, which is the regulating authority that looks after the health facilities and everything in New Ireland. Now, we've had a stakeholders consultation in which a few of our members were in a meeting in Namatanai in which they basically inspected the facilities, and the status of the facilities is quite rundown. We have discovered that there are no water supply systems in place, and also there are no there's very limited power supply, including medical equipments for the kids. So that has basically pushed us further to make sure that this fundraising activity becomes a success for us.
So you've mentioned this close consultation now with the association and the Provincial Health Authority.
Yes.
What's the reaction towards this? Having a body from outside, taking lead and trying to seek assistance.
Yeah. Okay. For that, it has been a very collaborative approach from them. They have in place within their own organization a partnership program in which they basically reach out to non-government organizations, in which we have basically followed that process and have in the interim now we are in the process of signing the memorandum of agreement between ourselves. So their approach has been really good, I must say.
what are the activities are, because you're fundraising to get in funds so that you put it towards this project. What have you lined up, the different projects or programs in generating the much needed funding?
Yes, okay, so basically we have at this stage the gala dinner night, and then which will be held at the Gazelle International Hotel in Kokopo on the 25th of July, and then we have the New Island Day, which will be on the 26th of July. So those are the major ones that we have at this stage. We are also planning for another gala dinner in Port Moresby in the month of October. So apart from that, there is also one, which will be the final one, will be back at home in Namatanai. So that's basically our lineup for this year.
The gala night, which is on the 25th of this month.
Yeah.
What's I know you've put out tables and there's certain fees?
Yes. The fees are around $5,000 for a table, and of course 500 individual seats. Yes.
What's the outcome like so far?
So far, it's been very good, I must say, and I really appreciate and also thank the business houses that have basically contributed. Also, there has been a tremendous support from East New Britain itself, and as well as in Namatanai itself as well. So, also at this point, I would also like to acknowledge Kumul Consolidated Holdings and Professor Kavanamur as well for being the major sponsors. Yes.
Well, that's a good news, having this prominent state-owned enterprise and Professor Kavanamur, behind this project as well. Because, Namatanai District Hospital and specifically the children's ward comes under, the responsibility of, say, the Namatanai MP. Is there any assistance or any, coming forward, them showing that they're coming forward to assist or stand by the association towards this much needed, help towards the children's ward?
I think a few months ago, the open member has come out in saying that the hospital itself is under the New Island Provincial Health Authority. So I believe he has focused on that approach. So far, I have had a meeting with the governor himself in relation to the push, or rather the fundraising drives towards the rehabilitation. And it has been really good, I must say. The governor in our meeting has also assured me that the Namatanai District Development Authority and as well as the provincial government will assist in relation to making sure that that project or rehabilitation becomes a reality. So for the gala dinner, we have the district administrator will be attending on behalf of the governor himself. So it has been really good.
What target amount are you focusing on, or you're aiming to generate?
So far, we are still in the process of finalizing the scoping, which is obviously done under the memorandum of agreement between Namatanai, Nudahat, and New Island Provincial Health Authority. So that is still yet to be finalized and concluded. So we have basically, for an estimate, we have put the amount at around 200 to
200,000.
yes. So that is basically an estimate at this
Yeah.
stage. And once we finalize the scope, then of course we will have the exact figure.
So while, rather waiting for the scoping to be done,
Yes.
it's better to,
Yeah.
start on something.
Yes. Get it moving. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the one thing with Namatanai Nudahat Association is that we don't really want to wait for something to happen and then we do it, or be basically reactionary.
Yeah.
It's always the first step in which we need to take to address an issue.
And I want to just look into the issue of the water problem. You did mention that the association had looked towards that. Has that been revived fully?
Yeah, one major issue that we encountered was the land dispute within the township itself, which has really caused a major hindrance in water PNG rolling out its project for water supply. Back then in 2024, World Bank was going to fund that. However, because of that land dispute, we basically lost that. And I think recently, a few weeks ago, the National Court made a ruling in terms of the land issue, and has basically stated that the state basically owns the area
where the hospital is located.
Yes. So that has basically assisted us in rolling out this program now. Now we don't have to deal much with the land dispute.
So currently, where is water sourced from?
That's a good question. Water supply in Namatanai has been out for over, I should say, almost around 40 years, I think. So it's been like basically since forever. So the National Court decision has greatly assisted. And I believe the government will basically look into it now and address that.
It is a really sad scenario because water is a vital service, and the hospital is operating without that much needed service, and then you can also tie this down to the other issues that the hospital is challenged with in the everyday tasks that they have to carry out to treat people, sick patients, and especially we're talking about our children here, in which is the aim for the Namatanai Nudahat Association Incorporated to take it on board to assist with the much needed funding is through the fundraisings. From Namatanai itself, do we have any business houses? And because I think one lodge or a guest house has come on board as well to support.
We have had a huge support from Namatanai business community. Namatanai Lodge has come on board as a sponsor as well, which is really appreciative. We are really appreciative of them as well, and including the Chinese business community within Namatanai. As of yesterday, I received, of course, a huge support from them as well in terms of finances. So, yeah, that has been a really great push for us as well, motivation for everybody to, of course, maybe achieve the same desired outcome.
You already have a number of people, good number coming in and showing support. Is there anything further you'd like to also put out again and call out for more assistance to come on board, because this is a worthy cause towards the well-being of our young children.
Yes, of course. And I would also like to put on record as well. We did ask for only for the rehabilitation of the children's ward. However, during our discussion with the chair lady of New Island Provincial Health Authority, Dame Maya Koko, and as well as Dr. Hiasiri, the CEO of New Island Provincial Health Authority, they have basically, in principle, given us the entire hospital. So we are basically just going maybe step by step. Okay. We achieve one first, and once that is achieved, then we move on to the next project. So we need a lot of support, and we are really grateful so far of the support that we have received.
Because Namatanai District Hospital, it would be serving a good population around that area in terms of the basic health services that needs to be given out to people fully. There's other organizations, individual organizations that have affiliated or come on board in this project.
In terms of that, everybody is still waiting for the memorandum of agreement, which we are yet to sign with the New Island Provincial Health Authority. So they are all on standby. I have a lot of organizations which are connected to big corporations in Port Moresby as well, and as well as in Australia. So basically, we are waiting for the terms and conditions of the memorandum of agreement to be basically agreed between ourselves and New Island Provincial Health Authority. So, so that's basically the whole up at this stage.
Well, I do hope that the process is speeded up so that a lot of people come on board to really get this project going, so that you do achieve your objective towards the rehabilitation program of the children's ward. And now that you've said, it looks like you'll have to work really hard for the whole of the hospital areas as well, not only the children's ward. But is there anything further that you want to put out to the public for the general knowledge, and also for further assistance?
Oh yeah, for the gala dinner and as well as the New Island Day, which is coming up on the dates which I've said, we've got JREX on board as well, and for the gala dinner, he will be one of the performers. As well as the New Island Day, we've got JREX, Nana Morris, and Zavi, and Eddie Gabby as well on board. So it should be a jam-packed weekend for us as well. So, especially in East New Britain, yes. But of course, I would also like to thank the business communities in East New Britain, especially in Kokopo, for the major support in which they've given us so far. One thing which I would like to address as well is that due to the deteriorated status of the Namatanai hospital in some areas, most of the population along the west coast of Namatanai have been coming over to East New Britain. So we have that issue that we are placing more burden on the existing health facilities in East New Britain as well. So that is, I believe, is one of the major factors as well that has pushed business communities here to support us as well. So yes, thank you so much.
It would be also great to have other provinces as well come in with support, because health is one of the key priorities for our government, and it should be everybody's business, not just Namatanai or not just East Britain, but everybody as well to come on board. But I do hope that your future programs and other fundraising activities, but here in East Britain, but in Port Moresby as well, is of success. We're here as a platform for you to utilize as well, so that we assist in driving this project as well. So I want to say thank you, Jeremiah, and your team as well, for joining us on our podcast to make awareness and to give out the information to the general public that this is a worthy cause and a worthy fight, worthy journey that you have taken on board for the Namatanai Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well, Douglas, and thank you as well for having us on board.
And I do hope that New Island Day, everybody turns up there and supports as well. I know J-Rex has put out a public notice, should I say, on social media, mentioning that he would be performing over here for the New Island Day, and rather not in Port Moresby for the New Island Association fundraising, I believe. So I guess you're hitting the right direction and having everybody geared up and excited to attend the New Island Day.
Okay.
Thank you
so much. Thank you as well.